David Attenborough has called for an urgent global plan to tackle environmental problems. He's been speaking at a gathering of world leaders and business people in the Swiss town of Davos. Prince William also spoke at the forum, asking David Attenborough why those in key positions had taken so long to address climate change. The broadcaster told the Prince that it was difficult to overstate the urgency needed to tackle climate change.
Davos, playground for the rich and conference hall for the powerful. But look who's also here. A first-time visitor come to discuss climate change. A future monarch interviewing a man seen by many as broadcasting royalty.
Normally I have to endure people asking me questions, so it's quite nice to turn the tables for once.
And his subject, the global threat to the environment.
How urgent is that crisis now?
It's difficult to overstate it. The mechanisms that we have for destruction are so wholesale and so frightening that we can actually exterminate whole ecosystems without even noticing it.
But note this, Sir David wasn't the only one with a point to make. Prince William is no longer just talking about protecting wild animals.
Why do you think the world leaders and those in key positions of leadership, why do you think they've taken so long and there have been quite a few faltering steps to act on environmental challenges? What advice do you have for my generation?
Every breath of air we take, every mouthful of food that we take comes from the natural world. And that if we damage the natural world, we damage ourselves.
Turning specifically to the people in this room, what is your message to them?
Care for the natural world. Treat it with a degree of respect and reverence. The future of the natural world is in our hands. We have never been more powerful. We can wreck it with ease.
The question, of course, is whether this call to arms falls on deaf ears, because not everyone here is as concerned about climate change, and one of them just happens to be speaking here next, in exactly the same conference hall. The new president of Brazil, Jair Bolsonaro, is sceptical about global warming and argued that growing his economy was as important as protecting the environment. Many business leaders here say they do understand the threat of climate change, but now their words have to be matched by deeds.